So it started back on September 11, 2011. It was like a normal day for me. Waking up, always in a rush, going to school. I had class early in the morning. I think it was from 7 to like probably 2 in the afternoon. And then I worked at McDonald's, I used to work the graveyard shift, so it started like at 8 to 4 in the morning. So I get home from school like around 3 or 4 because I had to do like the after school stuff, like going to the lab because I was coming here to Fullerton. I was taking 4 classes and so I get home probably like 3 or 4, like eat, do homework, take a shower, and head back to work. I always try to get there on time, which I don't even live far, but anyways, I wasn't that person that doesn't like to try not to be late. So I get to work, I'm working, it's probably like the shift, I used to work at McDonald's, so I was a cashier and a cook, so it was a busy day. I was like really nervous, shaking, I couldn't work, so I didn't know what was wrong. I didn't feel well. So I think it was 1 in the morning when I told my manager if I could go home, and she was all mad because I was a closer, so I couldn't just leave the restaurant like that. So anyways, I didn't care, I didn't feel good, so I just went home. I remember my oldest brother Eduardo was in the living room watching, I don't even know, it was like, I think it was Criminal Minds, I don't know what he was watching. So I'm there trying to get some rest, and I just hear my mom calling, Rebecca, Eduardo, come in here. So we go inside. My mom and my dad were married and they were living together. Well, we were all together. So she's like, there's something wrong with your dad. He's not breathing. I'm like, what do you mean he's not breathing? He's like, call the doctor, call the hospital for emergencies. So I did. I ran outside. I called 911 and they kept asking me like all these questions. Well, what's his age? How does he look? What's his weight? So I was like, oh, well, what do you mean? Why do you just want to know all that? Like, just get here. My dad's not breathing. So my mom and my brother are doing CPR, and I'm trying to go outside because I had AT&T and there's no service in the house. The phone sucked. So we did. The ambulance got there, and it seemed like they took forever. And they told us to wait outside. The paramedics were with my dad, trying to work their stuff. And I remember I was just praying like in my head, like, oh God, please let him be good. Like, I promise I won't talk back. Like, I'll just behave, So I remember we were waiting. It seemed like it was hours. So they just come outside, and then they say like, oh, I'm sorry, we did all we could, but your dad had a heart attack. So I was like, okay. I didn't know how to react. Like, I think I was the one that was worst at that time. Like, my brother still wouldn't cry, my mom wouldn't say anything. So then after that, I had to go with my boyfriend to do like all the funeral arrangements because like my brothers, they were just a mess. So after that, he wanted to be buried in Mexico, so we did. We took him out there. It was just me and my brother. Sorry. And because my mom and my oldest brother couldn't go because of their immigration problem. So sorry. So after that, my oldest brother stayed here. So we took him to my grandma's house, and I'm the second oldest. I'm 20. I was 20 by that time, and my smallest brother was only 19. So it was kind of hard to be strong for him, and knowing like what the pain I was going through. So I always put my family first. Like, I wouldn't cry in front of them, because if I did, they would start crying. So we buried him. We came back over here. Like, my mom wouldn't go out anywhere, so I tried to take her out. And it was hard. It was hard, but I feel like that taught me something to kind of be strong. So everything I do, it's kind of like for him, because he was like my best friend. He was my world, but I still try and make him proud, even though he's not here. Like, I know he's watching me, so. And well, you guys know I have my baby, and I'll probably he's probably one of the main things like that keeps me going. So I just want to tell you guys to kind of like appreciate your family, because you know how we always put friends first. So just value them, and how I see it, it's like how he would say, just live your life like it's your last day.